When you buy the bundle, the RallyTab bundle, this is how it would look when you receive it. These are the different components. We're going to run through each of them and what you have to do with it. It's very important to note that if you just buy the holder, so a lot of the times you guys have towers already or crossbars. If you just buy the holder, these cross mounting blocks are not included. So in other words, in the kit, this is one setup: the arms, crossbar, and mounting blocks. If you buy that in the kit, you get the mount with. If you just buy the mount, the plain mount, you do not get the mounting blocks, because the mounting blocks goes with this kit. So it's just important to remember that. So I'll show you guys the end result in a moment, but the long and the short of it is you want to have your washers on the top part. So in other words, the washers are going to go into the top section. I'll show you in a bit, and then you'll have your nylock nuts at the bottom. Obviously it just fits onto that bar, so you'll have one on each side depending on whether you go portrait or whether you go landscape. With these arms, a side note, this has been developed by Johnston Moto, really high quality. These Allens at the bottom, you don't want to over tighten them because you can strip them, so be careful when you're tightening that. I've never had any issues with them. And then this stay nut or nut to keep it locked in place, this crossbar, that you want to lock tight in place. So once you set up your system and you're happy with your angle of your tablet, you want to make sure that that lock nut, or not lock nut but stay nut in there, is 100% in place, and that you Loctite that in place. Some guys like to Loctite these bottom ones. I don't, because sometimes you want to take it off, and then that's your crossbar. On the mount itself, you get 4 screws to put that in place. It is very important to use the washers on those screws. If you do not use the washers, the screws eat into the tablet. So you'll get a little bag like this, and inside of it is everything you need. So here's the said screw. It's a fairly small screw, and here is the washer, and like I say, you're going to use that screws on each side to put the top of the holder in place. So you open up this, you put your tablet in, you make sure you orient it to the right side, that your USB backup charger is on that side, and that if you have an M8, the M8 is there, and then this basically fits onto that just like that, and then you put those little screws in there. So here's the let's say finished or mounted product. This one is used heavily, so it's my old one that I still use, but this is just to give you an idea. Like I said, the washers come into the top, right, and then you can see here where they come through the crossbar. Then I have some washers there, but you can see it's not working. You're not supposed to have a washer there, it can just go onto that. So basically you put your washers in the top, through the one block, over your bar, and then over the next one. These plugs here is what keeps the crossbar in place, so those ones are Loctited. And then at the bottom here, I don't currently have them in, but these are the ones that will come over your handlebars with these Allens. So that's what the setup is at the end. You can see I like to put my controller on the inside, and I have the power running there. That stuff you can do by yourself as you like. Also very important, the side screws with the washer. Without these washers, guys, it's dangerous because it eats into the tablet. So please make sure you add your washer to your screws to keep the top in place. So washers in the top, through the 2 blocks, over your arm and then right out through the back. It's also very important to have these rubbers in there to limit vibration. And then if you've taken the bundle with the button, you will also have your 4 button that you can put in the middle there. So that is the finished product, or what it should look like when you're done, and then you just pop it onto your handlebars.